Welcome to this journey through one of the most glamorous and influential design movements of the 20th century, Art Deco. Emerging in the 1920s and reaching its peak in the 1930s, Art Deco is synonymous with luxury, modernity, and sophistication. This style flourished in a time of rapid industrial advancement, a period when the world was recovering from the devastation of World War and was ready to embrace a new, forward-looking aesthetic. In contrast to the flowing, organic shapes of Art Nouveau, Art Deco adopted bold geometry, sharp angles, and vibrant colors, reflecting the optimistic spirit of a world moving into the machine age. Influenced by everything from the technological innovations of the Industrial Revolution to the exotic motifs of ancient cultures like Egypt and Greece, Art Deco found its way into architecture, interior design, fashion, jewelry, and even film. In this video, we will explore the many dimensions of Art Deco, from its architectural landmarks and interior designs to its lasting impact on modern fashion, art, and cinema. Let's start with architecture, one of the most iconic expressions of Art Deco design. In cities around the world, towering skyscrapers stand as monuments to this era's fascination with height, power, and elegance. Perhaps the most famous example is the Chrysler Building in New York City, completed in 1930. With its gleaming spire, angular sunburst patterns, and sleek, streamlined forms, it exemplifies the Art Deco vision of modern architecture. Similarly, the Empire State Building, which remains one of the tallest buildings in the world, showcases the signature verticality of the Art Deco movement. These structures were designed to communicate optimism, ambition, and a celebration of human achievement. Art Deco architecture often incorporated ornamental details that brought drama to facades. Bold geometric shapes, zigzagging lines, and stylized motifs like chevrons and sunbursts were common. Architects embraced new materials like chrome, glass, and stainless steel, blending form and function in a way that felt futuristic for the time. Beyond New York, Art Deco made its mark across the world, from the pastel-colored buildings of Miami's South Beach to the grandiose theaters and train stations of Europe and beyond. Moving inside these architectural marvels, Art Deco's influence is just as striking. In interior design, the Art Deco aesthetic created spaces that felt opulent, modern, and highly stylized. Interior designers embrace materials like glass, lacquer, and exotic woods, often pairing them with chrome and marble to create contrast and drama. Furniture design during this era also reflected Art Deco's bold spirit. Designers like Jacques Ruhlmann crafted pieces that were both functional and works of art in their own right. Furniture took on sharp, geometric forms, often with luxurious finishes such as lacquer and leather, paired with bold colors like black, white, and gold. Mirrors and reflective surfaces were key elements, making spaces feel larger and more dynamic. The use of bold color contrasts, such as black and gold or deep reds and silvers, was a hallmark of Art Deco interiors, often combined with luxurious fabrics like velvet and silk to create a sense of indulgence. Lighting fixtures also played an important role, with chandeliers and lamps becoming decorative focal points, often featuring geometric patterns or stylized motifs like sunbursts.
Art Deco was more than just architecture and interior design. It was a movement that celebrated visual culture in all its forms. In the world of art, painters like Tamara de Lempisca emerged as symbols of the Art Deco style. Known for her stylized portraits of wealthy, fashionable subjects, Lempisca's work featured clean lines, bold colors, and a sense of elegance that captured the ethos of the time. Her work epitomizes the luxurious, modern lifestyle that Art Deco sought to portray. Sculpture also played a significant role in Art Deco design. Figurative sculptures from this era often depicted sleek, elongated human forms, many with geometric detailing. This is especially evident in the sculptures that adorn the lobbies of major Art Deco buildings. For example, the Atlas statue outside the Rockefeller Center in New York, with its powerful, stylized figure holding the world, is a classic symbol of this artistic period. Art Deco artists drew inspiration from a wide array of influences, including Cubism, Futurism, and the ancient art of civilizations like Egypt and Mesopotamia. This mix of old and new, of past grandeur and future vision, is what gave Art Deco its timeless appeal. Art Deco had a profound influence on fashion and jewelry design, which embodied the glamour and sophistication of this era. In fashion, designers like Coco Chanel embraced the streamlined, modern aesthetic that Art Deco had popularized. Chanel, in particular, revolutionized women's fashion by designing elegant, simple clothing that reflected the spirit of independence and freedom of the time. This was a departure from the more ornate, restrictive styles of the past. Women's clothing in the Art Deco era featured clean lines, geometric patterns, and luxurious fabrics like silk and satin. The designs were often accessorized with bold, statement jewelry that captured the eye with its symmetry and precision. Jewelry designers, such as Cartier, were at the forefront of the Art Deco movement, crafting pieces that were both innovative and glamorous. Art Deco jewelry featured geometric shapes, abstract forms, and the lavish use of diamonds, emeralds, and sapphires. The designs often incorporated bold color contrasts and materials like platinum and onyx to create striking, modern pieces that remain iconic to this day. The influence of Art Deco wasn't limited to architecture and design. It also had a major impact on popular culture, especially in cinema. The set designs of films from the 1920s and 1930s were often heavily influenced by Art Deco. The film Metropolis, directed by Fritz Lang, is a famous example. Its futuristic cityscape is a prime representation of Art Deco's fascination with modernity and the power of industrial design. Even Hollywood's lavish musicals and dramas featured Art Deco in their grand, glitzy sets, portraying a world of wealth and sophistication. This glamorous style became the backdrop for the stories of the wealthy elite, symbolizing a world of opulence and luxury. Even today, the influence of Art Deco can be seen in modern films, often as a way to evoke the elegance and allure of a bygone era. Art Deco's influence began to wane after World War II, as the world shifted its focus towards more minimalist and functional design movements like modernism. However, its legacy has never fully disappeared. In the 1960s and again in the 1980s, there was a renewed interest in Art Deco, particularly in graphic design, fashion, and interior decoration. Its streamlined forms and geometric patterns have continued to inspire designers in the 21st century, especially in the realms of luxury and entertainment. Today, Art Deco remains a symbol of elegance, power, and glamour. It's a style that has transcended time, continuing to inspire designers, artists, and architects to this day. From the skyscrapers that define modern cities to the jewelry pieces that adorn high-fashion runways, Art Deco's lasting impact can be seen and felt around the world. As we've explored, Art Deco was more than just a design movement. It was a reflection of a time when the world was eager to embrace new technologies, new lifestyles, and a new way of thinking about art and design. Whether in architecture, interior design, art, or fashion, Art Deco's impact remains undeniable. Its blend of glamour, elegance, and modernity has allowed it to endure, continually influencing the way we see and shape our world. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the world of Art Deco. Its timeless appeal is a testament to its power to inspire, and its legacy continues to captivate new generations of designers, artists, and lovers of beauty.